the way my father did that day. Qué importante es que Dios sea el centro de tu corazón, así como mi padre lo hizo ese día. Over 50 years ago, my father told God, I want you to heal my heart, because the heart, above all things, is deceitful. El corazón, sobre todas las cosas, es engañoso y te hace cometer locuras. I am a chaplain certified with the state of Arizona, and I get to go to prisons, not just in Arizona, other states, but also in Mexico and Central America, South America. And everywhere I go, I come across people with that because of the deceitful heart, they are locked up forever. They made a decision that cost them the rest of their life. Entro a las prisiones y veo que alguien con el engañoso corazón llegó a la cárcel porque tomó una decisión que cambió el resto de su vida. And it is just so important for us to tell God, heal this here. When God heals your heart, He heals everything else. So don't say, oh, thank God Karina is talking about the heart because right here needs to hear it. No, say thank you that I am here to hear it. Because when God heals your heart, cuando Dios sana tu corazón, sana todo lo demás. Así es que es importante que tengamos el corazón conectado con Dios. It's very important that our hearts are connected with God. And I just hope that today, if you remember anything I said, you will remember one thing, that if your heart is healed, you're going to be okay. And the decisions that you make, my father made one decision more than 50 years ago. And that decision has caused for his 12 children and his 35 grandchildren to have hope. And you change generations to come with that healed heart. Tú puedes cambiar a una generación entera con tu corazón. But before I go on talking more, I would like to sing. And this song is called América Latina. ¿Cuántos latinos hay aquí? How many latinos are here? I want you to feel very proud of where you come from. My father's from Chihuahua and my mom is American, but she has German blood, so I'm half Chihuahua and half German Shepherd. Okay, so very great. And ironically, I have two pets. It's a Chihuahua and a German Shepherd. And those two dogs are immortal. My husband asked me to marry him, and I said, well, I come with some baggage. I have kids and two dogs, but I said, you don't have to worry about the dogs. They're going to die soon because they're so old. They still haven't died. I love them, but I think they need to be home with Jesus now. Right, baby? So anyways, they love Eric so much that they've rejuvenated. Están tan rejuvenecidos los mascotas que tengo que no se quieren morir. So this song talks about all the beautiful places in Latin America. God is doing great things. And I was distraught when COVID hit because we were not able to go in the missions that we usually do. And mi corazón estaba muy triste porque durante coronavirus no podíamos ir a evangelizar las naciones. And I would always say, God, send me to nations. And I loved when I got to go to the nations. But God said, I'm bringing the nations to you. And so we have been receiving. I love what you're doing. And thank you so much. Muchas gracias por lo que estás haciendo. What you are doing is just, you are changing the world. It may seem like it's just a part of the world, but it is the world. And God is bringing nations to us. And I'm part of an organization that is receiving this. We have this big flow of Venezuelans, Cubans, Ecuadorians coming into the United States. And we give them, our church is helping open up to give them food, shelter, and get them to the place they have to get to. So just love what you're doing. Thank you so much for being like part of the kingdom that helps make the world a better place. And I really do appreciate you for that. Thank you. Sí, un aplauso a lo que están haciendo. But anyways, América Latina. I hope you enjoy the song. And if I mention your country, si menciono tu país, pues le echas porra, okay? You can celebrate it because it's beautiful. The culture, the people, the food. Isn't it the best? Okay, América Latina. And you're going to have to excuse us because we were having some technical problems, so we hope that we don't have a glitch. But if the mariachi stops playing, then we just don't have to pay them afterwards. So that's the good part. But I hope it doesn't glitch and we can sing the whole song without interference. So dame la música, por favor. La primera, América Latina. A ver si sale. And for those of you who don't know, we're going to be here at 6 o'clock again, right? Okay. And we'll be leading worship as well. And with the band. We're going to have a band, right? Okay, so that can't glitch. Are we ready? Oh. You know, I've never been good at when there's technical problems, you know, the person up here has to be good at being spontaneous. I'm not good at that, so I'm just going to stare at you guys. Seemed to be working fine earlier. If we could just, yes. Okay, ahora sí, dame la música, por favor. I'm going to have to stand over here because I can hear this better here. Yes. Are you guys okay? Can you hear it? Good? Okay. Is it me? 6 feet towards the wall, really? Ah, okay. No? They're saying no. Let's start it, and if you can just give me more music here, please. And we can kill the background music. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm hearing background music that's not supposed to be playing. Wait, there's like a background track. Do you guys hear it, or is it just me? Okay, it's not that pleasant. Yeah, I'm still hearing it. Okay, Maddie, what is up with this Zen music? I'm just like, let's relax right now. Let's take deep breaths. It's like opposite to the mariachi, right? It's like it's very happy and then very okay. I'm happy right now, but in about 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna be upset. A little more América Latina, te miro con orgullo y a la vez me siento alegre. paying these musicians. They're not even going to eat today. Really? But I did have monitors just seconds ago. Now I have 0 monitor. I'm so sorry, guys. It'll get fixed. Check, check. Okay, can I get close to the monitors now? Check, check. Okay. And then I don't know why I lost the music here, but if we can get that back, that'd be great. I wonder if it's a sign that I'm not supposed to sing this song. You should always listen to your gut. So I think the house is fine. I just need music here. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check. Okay. A little more. Más, más, más. Right there. Okay, now if we can start it, that'd be great. That's fine. Let's just start it. Can we start the song? Okay. We'll make it work this time. If I have to move around. Here? More? Oh. Right here? More. Wow. All right, so now I'm just gonna need a lot of monitors. Okay? Let's bring it up as much as you can, please. América Latina, te miro con orgullo y a la vez me siento alegre porque estás cerca de Dios. Con campos verdes te ha vestido tu Creador y perlas lindas Él ha puesto en tu rincón y rompió ya las cadenas del error. Can you guys hear it? Mi corazón, I'm just guessing because I can hear it. I'm gonna hear from the house. Y me causa una sonrisa al pensar que tan cerquitas hoy te encuentras de su amor. Ya no llores, Argentina. Somebody from Argentina, yeah? ¿Alguien de Argentina? No estés triste, Ecuador. I wish I could hear the music. En sus manos va seguro, Colombia de mi amor. Where are you guys from? Guatemala y Costa Rica, mi querido El Salvador. Eleva tu mirada hacia el mismo cielo, hacia tu Redentor. Y mi México, tierra bonita, en su mano estás grabada. Él nunca te ha olvidado y nunca te dejará. Ay, mi México lindo y querido, Dios es testigo que lloro y quiero ver tu semblante reflejando. Ay, ay, en el cielo. Y se vale un grito mexicano también, ¿eh? México, tierra bonita, en su mano estás grabada, y nunca te ha olvidado y nunca te dejará. Ay, mi México lindo y querido, Dios es testigo que te amo, quiero ver tu semblante reflejando. Ay, ay, So this next song that I want to sing is very special because it has microphone. Bueno, sí, probando. Ok. Mi esposo y yo tuvimos la oportunidad de trabajar tuvimos la oportunidad de trabajar en un álbum de country. My husband and I had the wonderful opportunity to work on a beautiful country album. And we went all the way to Nashville to do it, to work with one of Nashville's pop producers. And just very privileged to have been able to do this lifelong dream. And we wrote a few songs together, and I want to share one of them, or a couple, if the music allows us. But this one says, "Thank God I'm not you." Esta canción dice, "Gracias Dios que no soy tú." Porque si yo fuera tú, no me hubiera querido a mí. So it's thank God I'm not you. Why? Because I say, God, thank God I'm not you, because if I was you, I wouldn't like me. But I don't think I'd like you guys either. But that is the amazing aspect of God's love. And here is what is the most impactful part of this, is that He loves us when we're beautiful, but He's closer and He loves us more when we're ugly. When life gets really ugly. Humans, we're attracted to the beautiful aspect of life. El humano es atraído a lo hermoso de la vida, lo bonito, ¿verdad? Pero Dios es atraído a nosotros cuando nos sentimos en un mundo muy feo. And when we feel the lowest, and we feel that nobody is there to be with you in those lonely moments, that's when He is closer. Isn't it ironic that He loves you when you're beautiful, but He loves you even more when you're ugly? And Paul expressed something beautiful. He says, I've asked you 3 times to heal me, and every time you said, my grace is enough. Because in your weakness, my power is made perfect through your weakness, through your life. Pablo le dijo a Dios, sáname 3 veces, y Dios le dijo, mi gracia es suficiente para ti. Porque en tu debilidad mi poder es perfeccionado. And I want to encourage you to understand how much you are loved, and how much He cares for you, and that you don't have to have it all together. He loves me with lashes and without lashes. And if we can learn to love each other like that, I think we'd have better relationships. Si pudiéramos amar como Dios nos ama, tuviéramos mejores relaciones. My father and mother have been married for more than 50 years, 12 children, 35 grandchildren. And I respect my father so much, because one day I say, how did you do it so long with my mom? And he said something that I hope you guys can take with you today. He says, the way God has done it with me for so long. That's simple but so true. Le dije, ¿cómo le hiciste con mi madre por más de 50 años? Y me dice, así como Dios lo ha hecho conmigo por más de 50 años. So He loves you. It doesn't matter where you are in life. And my dad says, I love your mother in the moments that she's feeling great, but I have to love her when she's not, because God loves me when I'm not being very good either. And it's as simple as that. If you could learn to understand each other in the moments when one is weak and when it's not. I'm so grateful for my beautiful husband because, and I'm just going to be honest, it sucks to be going through this time of life. You know, when everybody else is freezing and you're sweating like crazy. You know? And the other day I was at my doctor's and I said, am I going crazy because I'm happy and then 5 minutes later I want to cry? She says, no, it's part of life. But how many relationships are impacted negatively because of that? And I thank God for my husband because when I'm going through one of those moments, I just say right now, I don't feel well and I need to be alone and just kind of take things in. And he's like, all right, I'll give you some time. And just being honest with each other. And for you, husband, to be honest with her because God made us very different. Our emotions, our hormones, all of those things play a big part. And I think that a lot of relationships are strained because there's misunderstandings. And my father would always say, you know, hey, your mom's just having a moment, but she's going to be fine. And he never gave up on her. And that just raised the expectations of what I thought relationships should be like. And I'm just so grateful that I found somebody that would understand me when I'm happy and normal or when I'm just not feeling like talking to anybody sometimes. And so I think that if you're married or if you're in a relationship, it's very important to be expressive with each other of how you feel. And that person should understand it. Que tu pareja siempre se sienta que tú estás comunicando con él para que, o con ella, para que pueda entender lo que está pasando, ¿okay? So be patient with each other. Love each other like God loves you. Understand each other the way He understands you. And so I didn't sing it already, right? Okay. I'm telling you, this age is rough. I could have sworn I sang the song already. Anyways, okay, let's do Thank God. Much That is a beautiful thing, isn't it, to know how much He loves us. I'm going to do one more song, and just want to explain it a little bit. Eric wrote it. I helped more with just a very minimal part of it. But in 2020, when we saw like all the riots and just all this destruction that came upon us because of social anxiety that we were experiencing. And it was very sad to see the news and see the things that were happening. Estoy hablando del 2020, cuando mirábamos esas destrucciones que estaban pasando por todo el país. Y mirábamos tanta destrucción. And what the first thing you saw was the absence of the Father. And I'm sorry if you're progressive and you call me old school. Perdón si dices eres muy progresiva y eres muy anticuada, pero you know, God's design doesn't need any fixing. You don't need to fix what God made. It's a perfect design. Lo que Dios hizo no necesita que lo arreglemos. You don't need to tweak anything that God did. Whether we like it or not, deal with it. That is the design. And that father figure is so important. It was so important in my life growing up. Knowing how much I was loved by my father and how much he believed in me as a girl when I was little and as a woman. Y desde chiquita mi padre siempre creó en el ministerio, la grandeza que tenía la mujer para en cuanto a ministerio, empresa, lo que sea. And since I was very little, he'd say, you're going to do great things. You can do anything boys can. And there's 12 of us. And my father, okay, how many girl dads are here? ¿Cuántas tienen hijas? Raise your hand if you're a father that has a girl. Yes, I'm so sorry. We are so complicated. And it doesn't end. I'm 48, and look what I'm telling you guys I'm going through. I thought I had sang the song already. We are just so emotional. And you know what? God made us like that. Yes, environment, the things we eat. But that's where this comes in. We do what we can, and God does what we can't. Dios dice, haz lo que tú puedas hacer, yo hago lo que tú no puedas hacer. Anyways, going back to the Father. He was just amazing at affirmations, and I just, and anything he would say, I believed. Todo lo que mi padre decía, se la creía. He'd say, you're going to do great things, and you are going to do these things just like boys. And I believed him. And he says, and you are the most beautiful girl in the planet. And I believed him. When the Father speaks, you believe it. There is a great respect that we have for him. And because of that belief, por esa creencia que le tuve a mi padre, I stood up tall even when maybe others didn't see it. But I believed my priest, the head of my house. And the way he treated my mother, I believed that there are good men. Yo creí que hay hombres buenos en la vida porque miraba como mi padre trataba a mi madre. And so that father presence was so important for me. And when I saw the destruction, I said, absence of fathers. Because these kids are acting in anger. Estos chicos que están violando la ley y todo, están actuando en rencor, enojo. So that is where, you know, Eric and I sat down and I said, I'm grateful because I had a father who helped me understand that I was enough, and no matter what happened to me in life, all the challenges I've been through, the moments where I thought life was over, those words he told me always stayed here. So if you're a girl dad, I want to encourage you to just be present for them and give them not only beautiful affirmations, but let them understand how valuable they are and how they are enough and how great they can be in life one day, because when the world comes crashing down on them when they're older, they will hold on to the truth, and that was what you told them. Cuando ya estén más grande y el mundo se les venga derrumbando, van a acordarse de las palabras tú. So if you say, well, it's a bit too late, I haven't been the best father. No, it's not. No. Today, you know what you can do? Go to your girl, your daughters, if she's young, old, whatever, and say, if I have 2 more days of life, I want to be the best father you've ever had. Your humanity will heal everything. And it builds respect. I always tell my kids I suck on purpose because I lower their expectations of me. No, because it humanizes me. And they understand mom's human. She messes up. But at least she acknowledges it. And when you're humble, God lifts you up. And so don't ever be afraid to be real with your kids. And say, you know what? That was not the way I should have spoken to you. I'm sorry. That is not the way I should have been raising you these years. But I promise that I'm going to do everything possible to make it better. You don't promise you're going to be better. You just say, I'm going to do everything I can. And those things are beautiful. Humans understand. And children, they are so forgiving. So if you're a girl dad and you say, I don't think I've been that girl dad, it's never too late. Now, if you're a girl here and you say, but I didn't have a dad like you, Karina, well, you have your Father in heaven. And your Father in heaven, an earthly father could never give you what your Father in heaven can give you. And I love that. I love that about God, that He's everything for us. He's a mother too. So I hope that the musicians don't slack this time. But I will try to sing, and it's called Every Little Girl. And I love the song that my husband wrote, and I just think it's just something special for every one of us. So may God give you that comfort you need. If you didn't have that Father, may He fill that void so that you will become whole. And you will understand that life isn't perfect, but you can shine like that beautiful woman that God made you. And I will finish this segment with this beautiful song, Every Little Girl. You a blessing. Ha sido una bendición estar con ustedes. Thank you so much for hearing the message, and just very grateful for your hospitality, and to see the great things that you guys are doing just inspires me. Thank you, Manny. It's been an honor, and we continue to work with not just the prison ministry, but this immigrant ministry. Every Thursday we get a flow of more than 50 women. We had 80 last time, and it was just beautiful to see what God is doing in their lives, and lots of them come very traumatized. But the most beautiful thing is that the word of hope and message it makes them feel safe. And I just want you to continue to pray for this. We love what we do, and we just want to take the message of hope wherever we can. So afterwards, we do have like product, and all that does is helps us keep doing what we love to do, and help these people. And so if you are interested, if you like what you heard, well, you can pass by the table. And if you didn't like it, so what? You need to pass by there so God could forgive you, okay? But thank you. Thank you so much. And for those of you who will stick around, we'll be back at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much.
No. Muchas gracias. Un aplauso otra vez para Karina Moreno, por favor. Ella ha estado ya con nosotros, es la tercera vez. She's been with us. This is the third time. It's just an amazing voice. She got so much talent. We just got to work a little more on our sound, but I really thank my group. You know, that everybody's been working so hard since yesterday. We had a special event yesterday, and it's been little tough, but I love the Lord. I love what I do in our church, and quiero decirles que hemos estado ocupados y dispénsenos por algunos detalles que nos faltaron hoy, pero hemos estado ocupados y quisiéramos hacer las cosas mejor y vamos a trabajar en eso. Pero en verdad es una bendición nuestra iglesia y queremos hacer las cosas bien. So I'm so thankful for you guys to be here today and enjoy good music, a good church that loves the Lord, especially, you know, the congregation is just amazing. Nuestra congregación es una congregación hermosa. Quiero mucho a mi iglesia. I love my church. Y el mensaje es, en verdad, familias, es mi enfoque. My focus in life is families. And it's so important. And I mean, she just gave us those beautiful songs at the end that I was just enjoying. Our relationship with our kids is so important.